Welcome to HRH TV, people, and I'm still Gino D, and I have the privilege of having Vardis on the, what are these? Are these flight cases?
On the
cushions?
on the couch.
I was going to say on the couch, and any way you want it. Yeah, we're still having fun at the new wave of British heavy metal, Christmas rocker, here in Sheffield.
We are.
Yeah, you guys having fun?
We are indeed. It's awesome. Yeah, brilliant. Really good.
So, how do you feel about Vardis going on this damn long?
Well, it doesn't seem long now because we had a 30-year break. So this the first time round went fast, the 4 or 5 years when we made 3 or 4 albums, and then we got back together a couple of years ago after about 30 years, and it's just been incredible. It's as if we've never stopped playing.
Now, I mean, we see this all the time now, and especially with the new wave of British heavy metal, is that a lot of you guys have been out there, cracked the cement, 30 plus, and some of them plus a few years on top of that. And to get back together, why did you get back together in the first place? Was it just because you're feeling reminiscent, or was it?
No, I don't think that. I think it was to do with social media, really, and people remembering the old bands and talking about how they appreciated the music from that legacy of that sort of late 70s, early 80s period. And we had the opportunity to play a festival up in Newcastle called Brofest a couple of years ago. And the Brofest people, it was such a buzz and so great to play again after 30 years. And we just thought, you know what, we should just keep this machine rolling because we're having such fun. And we felt the same as we did back in the late 70s. It was really weird. Because I suppose when you first start as a band, you're full of energy and enthusiasm, and that's in the music. And then as the band gets bigger and bigger, politics comes into the equation and all the rest of it, and then you don't enjoy it as much, and then it gets to the point where some people just go, that's enough for me, which is what I did.
Which, I was going to say in the good old days, which is, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what we're allowed to swear now, are we?
Well, yeah, I mean, this goes up on YouTube.
The other one, we couldn't swear.
I was going to say, but at the end of the day, it really is great to see a lot of you guys come back, and I think you're coming back for the right reasons.
It's passion, it's fun, it's passion, and we just feel that when we play. And that's what you do when you first start. Any band that's, for that first year when you first get together and start making music, it's the same feeling now that we've got that when we were kids. Yeah. And that's it. It's an addiction, it's adrenaline, it's everything, and it's all there.
Now, I mean, if we go back the 30 plus years to when the first albums were coming out, did you realize at that point in time when you were making them the impact that even with the break that people would then be sending you those emails and those and mentioning and saying, and that's what the new wave of British heavy metal is all about. When we look at the cast of characters that came out during that, I would say that 6-year period, that have now, that went away and then all of a sudden come back, to dedicate a festival to you guys is a homage to say, damn, you guys had an impact.
It's fantastic, it really is. And I think after the punk thing, mid-70s, there were bands all the way through that period still playing heavy rock music and creating heavy rock music. And people like myself and the Diamond Head guys and a lot of other guys were all doing this. And, it ends up where you basically enjoy heavy rock. We're sort of a bit rock and roll punky at the same time, but that fusion of energy, very special. And I suppose at the time, we never dreamt that people would be remembering it 30 or 40 years later the way they have. It's just fantastic, really.
I still find it fantastic for the patch vests in the scene. And it is great to see, those little patches and your name pops and your name pops up. It's like, and I guess that is a homage to you guys to say, well, when's the next album coming out?
Well, we're hopeful. We're looking to. Well, I was working on some new stuff over the summer, and we're putting a few ideas together at the moment. But we're also looking at the possibility of a new album being a live album as well. So we're in talks with SPV, Steamhammer, about this next album and exactly whether we're going to do the next one as a studio or whether it's going to be live. But we're doing both at the same time, basically. But we'll
say whichever way it goes, I can't wait for another one because the break is done.
Yeah, that's cool. We're back and we're here to stay. We're going to keep it going. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't end this on any better note to say than I'm still Gino D, and believe it or not, this is still Vardis. They're back and they're here to stay this time. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later on down the road.
Check out Red Eye.